Hi there, Ron Villaver here of Variable Play, and welcome to another Open Game Night.
Open game night.
Open game
Open Game
Open.
night.
Night.
Open that game night.
Open
Hey,
game
Abby,
night.
we miss you.
Hey, Javi, where are you? Oh, hold on, my voice is just too.
Hey, everyone. I'm John Mark.
Hey!
Welcome to Open Game Night. And directly below me is
Kyo!
The
Hold
front
on.
man. Oh,
It's it's me, frontman, or
oh,
back. I don't know. Your choice.
And it's me, Clint.
cool.
and Ron.
Man, this
On.
is
So,
difficult. It's difficult to breathe.
Yeah.
Who thought of this idea?
because we saw Clint,
This
and it's
guy.
funny. I was like frantically,
What
frantically
is that,
trying to.
Ron?
I don't know. I had Lani look for a mask for me, and it
That
doesn't
mask
fit.
looks familiar.
So
Yan ba
this
yung...
doesn't fit. It doesn't go all the way to the back. So this is being held together by my glasses.
That's why you don't have eyes.
Genius.
Oh, man.
Cool. Cool. So we'll be doing the show this way.
Yes.
No,
Okay, fine. Sure, why not?
we are.
We will?
Let's get out of this.
So natin, I will wear this again later. Mid-show. Mid-episode. All
I
right.
wonder how are we gonna be able to finish the show if we cannot breathe.
I will spread the word.
So how are you guys? How's life treating you?
I have been barely playing games.
Hey, here.
Super busy, but it's okay. I got to play Fox in the Forest.
Oh, that's a two-player game, right?
Well, I tried the app, so I'm gonna do a run through one of these days. I hope.
That's the app. That's the game. The video game.
Yeah, the video game implementation of it.
Weren't we playing Destinies a few days ago?
Yes, that one was pretty awesome.
That was
And
good.
how was it here? I mean, I like, you guys know that I like the game, but
I mean, we
what was your
simulated a
experience?
solo play, right? So that was so cool. I I really appreciate now how everyone describes the game with the app and how the physical components are. I was like, yeah, this could go either way in any story, and I'm like, they got everything prepared, and it's pretty good. I like it. I
So it's
really
really
like
that
it.
good, huh? The story is really
Interesting.
that good.
It's
The
engaging.
story is
How long is one game? How long did it
we
take you guys
played
to complete one session, one
2 hours,
scenario?
I think, an hour and a half,
An hour and a half.
maybe
Yeah, it's yeah.
an hour
And
and a
that's
half.
5 players or four players?
No, we played solo.
Yeah,
Oh,
is there
solo.
too
So
much
we
clicky?
hive mind.
Oh,
Hive mind.
nice.
Is it
We
too
hive
much
mind.
point and clicky again? No, not really.
No. So what's really interesting with Destinies is how, when you're deciding what to do next, and it's very tactile. You're looking at the board. You're not looking at the screen. The screen is very irrelevant at that stage. Of course, Keo was looking at the screen because he's looking at the map of how
But
it
I'm
looks, right?
shifting.
Right, but you're shifting, right? You're shifting from
Yeah.
the app to the landscape,
Up. Yeah.
but
Hi,
to the
Soy.
players, you're
Hey,
looking at the
Soy.
landscape, and you're sort of figuring out what to do next there. You're not looking at the screen, and I really like that. I mean, there's an app, but the app is simply to consult. It's like,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, this is our
Cool.
plan. We're gonna go for this one. Okay, let's go. And then there's I run it on my Mac, and when you need to scan, Kio would see me because the camera would pop up.
Hey, Jake.
Hi.
So
Spooky.
you
Hey.
guys play this over the network
Oh yeah.
and
Yes.
one host. Oh, okay.
Cool. That could work. Storytelling.
So
It's mostly easy for them to do that because of really the app. The app was
The
really a
app,
big
yeah.
help so that you guys could
Yes. Yeah. So if
actually
you're gonna
do all
be
those.
playing in a competitive manner, it's gonna be a little bit tricky, because one player will be doing all of the
Mm.
housekeeping. So
Yeah.
that's where it's gonna be tricky. But
What was
Cool.
fun
um,
for me, we actually had a mini game between me and Ron. Because in the game there are days. For every action you do uh per style, it shifts to the next day, most likely. Our mini game was that we alternate days. So first Ron and then me, which means for me it's a mini
Okay.
game because I work with whatever Ron did from the previous
Okay.
days, and I had to
Ah,
make sure,
okay,
You
okay,
can
okay.
build
let's
up.
let's
You're gonna
use
pick up.
what we have. Yeah, exactly. And then
yeah.
Ron
Mm.
has to do
Cool.
what use whatever I got from the previous
Yes.
Cool.
So
turn. Yeah.
you
So yeah, there you
decided
go.
to mess up with this individual, and we didn't do much. I'm now stuck
With
doing
no
that.
money.
Or guys,
Cool.
yeah, we
All
lost.
right.
We lost our
Nice.
money.
So you've been playing Destinies. How about
Interesting.
Yukio?
Me, I've been playing only two things.
Oh, and we
For
also played Saint Noir.
Things.
Okay.
exactly. First is Saint
Yeah.
Noir. I taught Ron how to play Saint Noir over the Discord. It was pretty
Hmm.
Okay.
clear. I mean, Ron won by
Mm.
sheer luck. By sheer luck.
By sheer luck. Last
Sherlock.
day.
Sherlock.
Yeah.
Like so,
Oh,
50
Cool.
wait, is
50%
it
Cool.
chance of
competitive
winning.
or
No,
No,
cooperative?
it's
it's
co-op. That is co-op.
cooperative. Super
Ah,
So
co-op.
okay.
Ron
Yeah.
figured it out before you. That's what you mean by Ron won.
No, it's I was guiding Ron. I was the voice going to Alexa or Echo, and then
Ah,
Okay.
Ron
alright,
was
alright.
doing
So,
the decisions. From there,
Right. Oh,
it
you
was like
made Ron play one
50-50.
player.
how's the replayability of Saint Noir?
Oh, it's random events from
Yeah,
Echo Dot.
yeah. Actually, a
So
lot of it.
if Ron were to play again today, it would be completely different, or he can use
Hmm.
Yes.
what he. Ah,
Hey,
okay,
that's
that's
cool.
Yes,
nice.
Yeah,
That's
completely
yeah.
nice.
different. There
Always
are
different.
12 suspects. Yeah.
Awesome.
So we
It's
played Saint
perfect for
Noir.
Halloween as well.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
pretty dark. We played a quick game, so there's few stories. But if we play the full game, it's every character, all 12 characters have something to say about the scenario. But
Yeah.
if it's a quick game, it's just straight to the point. Where was I? Who was here? The usual. So
Yeah.
yun.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
and
So
a new digital game called The Rift Breaker. It's
Mm.
a mix of RTS, tower defense, and action
Breaker.
RPG. The
oh,
Mm-hmm.
Rift Breaker. So
that's
Mm.
imagine
interesting.
Survival
Diablo,
game.
yeah, Diablo type camera. You're controlling a mech, but you have to
Oh, a
build
mech.
up your resources because anytime within the game or the scenario, hordes and literally hordes of aliens start swarming you. So
Okay.
it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
Awesome.
It's
Cool.
gaining
Looks cool.
popularity.
I searched it.
Cool.
It looks
Ah,
cool.
Cool.
The
Cool.
Rift
it
Breaker. Yeah.
reminds me of Tooth and Nail,
Similar, yes, but you don't have
right?
you just solo. You have no army here.
Okay, okay, okay. So,
Cool.
because you said tower defense ish, yes.
Yeah,
So, it kind of reminded me of Tooth and Nail, where
Tooth and Nail was
you're
cool too as
plopping,
well.
you're calling your pigs
Units,
and squirrels and let's go,
the beavers, yeah,
and
The what?
artillery.
you yeah, the they're the ones who lob the cannons, and all you can do in that game, it's funny because all you can do is sort of tell people, guys, here,
We picked it
here,
up.
that's it.
Yes, Javi.
And they're angry, Javi, they're angry.
They're angry beavers.
I
They're
love this.
they're
Every
mean.
word that comes out of Chaos' mouth can be interpreted differently.
Hey,
Hey,
not me.
Ivan. Hey.
Kawai
Hey.
kawai.
How about you, Clint? What have you been playing?
Uh, uh, well, just last night I played Last Defense. It's a real-time cooperative game
I saw.
for
Mm,
20 minutes. And I played it
Mm-hmm.
solo because last week I said that it's not ideal to play solo. No? So I tried, I challenged myself, and it's really not easy. It's a difficult game, even in
Mm-hmm.
beginner difficulty. So Yeah, I'm actually doing a review of it, just trying my hands on doing a game
Reviewing.
review. So, pero
Cool.
in a different format, like a voiceover format. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. But
I had fun watching that actually. I was with Clint that night.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, take a break. I know there's a timer, but take a break, man.
Dire-diretso na is like continuous action, and it's na
Clint is
stressful.
serious. Solo gaming is serious gaming. I I tried to
Yeah.
It's
continue
real gaming.
on the game that I previewed, which was Concordia. I
Mm-hmm.
lost because my head hurt. I'm like trying to figure out where everything was. I'm like, where the hell am I? Where's everything? But it was good fun game. So uh, they need to work on that UI. If you guys don't
Yeah.
know what Concordia
But it
is,
looks
it's
beautiful.
it is beautiful. Like I was saying in my review, art looks stunning. It's really well done. It's just that when everything looks nice and then you put them all together, then suddenly it's not really nice.
Mm.
It's something like that.
It's like a fruit salad mixed with a pizza.
It's
It,
like
But no pineapples, huh?
hey, I like pineapples on my pizza. Anyway, hey,
really.
that's
So you would be
yes.
okay with pizza
Blasphemy.
with buko salad on top and
No, I
pandan
just
mix.
like
Wait, no, the
Hawaiian.
buko on
That's
the
it.
Me too.
pizza.
I
Bacon,
love.
Buko pa eh.
pineapples.
There's a different
So
taste. Sa pineapple.
so
Watch. I
Concordia.
follow. Yeah, I follow Vincenzo's plate. Or place. I don't know which is which. It's YouTube channel. You guys can look it up. And he's an Italian. He really complains about like people who talk about like pineapple on pizza. But he actually
No pizza.
if he made like a if an Italian would actually do a pineapple pizza, this is how they would do it. And so he went
First
through the
off,
process of
Italians complain about pizza because it's sweet. Their pizza is really maasim,
Tangy.
tangy,
Yeah.
right? So to
no,
begin with,
not
yes,
necessarily. No, no,
but
that
that's
is
how
not
they
true.
want.
If you ask me, I
I
think
want
the
pineapples on my
original
pizza. Leave me alone.
No,
Me too.
bland.
Leave us alone. We eat what we
no,
want.
But we'll put apples and oranges too as well, you know? Fruit salad
no. Their
pizza.
pizza is not necessarily tangy. I will treat you one time to
See?
a proper
Thanks,
Italian
Ivan.
place here. But anyway, going back. So he actually did it, and he had to like say, "Oh, so he was eating his pineapple pizza. Of course, he wasn't calling it like that, and he was going like, "That's not bad," and I kept on eating. It's like
See?
actually, that's not half bad.
It's not
And
bad.
just he just
It just
couldn't say that it's good.
provides that right amount of tang and sweetness. Then
Yeah,
there you go.
but
That's your small pineapple
they do
bits.
have some sort of like more authentic formulas how to do. Yes.
Right.
The last one I
So
want to talk about for games because I before
cool.
we go because I'm a latecomer to this game. It's been out for a while, but I am super surprised of like how interesting the story is, and I'm so sad that I don't have enough time to play. Which is Crying Suns. So Crying Suns is like Dune meets FTL meets um, sort of like a roguelike style
Mm.
Hmm.
game. So
Kakaibang
you're
combination.
so you're you wake up and this computer is talking to you and he's saying like, hey, I can't contact the home world. I
I
woke you
can't
up
contact my homework.
because this is not supposed to happen. They're like super sentient robots, but they follow humans, whatever the rules are in that game. And you start exploring outside, and you have this just like a roguelike system where you have to upgrade your units and upgrade your heroes. You deploy them on different slots, but you enter into battles, but you also can talk to different people. And the story is quite good, and people are saying it's not those roguelites that it's like 2 hours to play. This is like the 10 hours per run type of roguelite.
Oh, the
But
long haul type.
yeah, that type. So I'm so sad because the story is very interesting. The art is amazing. So I'm gonna try to preview that also one of these days.
Cool.
I
But
Mm.
would
yeah,
love to see that.
It says
Crying
Cool.
here it's
Suns.
inspired by Dune. and
Yes.
Oh, okay,
foundation.
that's why.
Yeah. It
So
is
yeah.
so like the story and the art style. Ah, it's so
So,
nice, and I'm like, I really want to play it more. Anyway, let's go to
so
our
we are
topic.
inviting you guys to join us with our spooky wheel of
Alrighty,
October.
here we go.
Spooky!
Let's
Spooky
begin.
wheel
Spooky
of
Spooky!
wheel.
games.
Wheel
So,
of spooky
wheel of
recommendation.
spookiness, something. I forgot what
Spooky
we called it last time. But
wheel
Uh,
what we're gonna be
of
spooky!
doing is that we're gonna be having a wheel of since it's October, we're gonna have all of these categories: psychological, crime, occult, paranormal, science fiction. We're gonna spin the wheel, and wherever it lands, we're gonna give you a suggestion, one game suggestion from each of us, right? One each,
Mhm.
right?
Sure.
And we're asking you that if you have any ideas, also any games that you think will fit this category, please write it down in the comments,
I,
and we're gonna read it out.
I find this so weird. Crime and psychological has the same color. That's a
Maybe it's
bug.
the
That's a
same.
defect.
That's why it's called
File
psychological. It
file
got
that
It's
ya.
just
bug.
messing with you.
It's messing
So
with
we did
you.
last time, 2 weeks ago. We did this. We did slasher. The wheel gave us slasher,
Monster.
survival, and monster.
Yep.
Right? So those are the three that the wheel chose for us. So right now, what are you do? What happened? Okay,
I am
it's really
trying.
blue. You can't find
That's a
anything else.
bug.
That's okay. We're gonna survive. So if you have any games for these categories, please let us know. So one each, gentlemen. I hope we get to. Crime might be boring. What do
No.
you think?
Oh
No.
no! Oh no!
Oh,
Looking
Oh
okay.
no!
forward to
Okay.
paranormal.
All right,
Okay.
cool. All
Let's
right,
go.
so spin, spin.
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 Spin!
Oh, it has a
Papa needs a
sound.
new pair of ideas.
I just said crime.
Speaking of,
Ah,
Alrighty.
all
Crime does
right.
not pay.
what does it mean? Crime. Di ba Javi explains
Well,
it? So we have an idea. So
oh
So
no.
basically, crime
Hold on.
is about crime.
Crime movies. Crime movies. Let's Google that.
I
Because
guess
Javi
my
is our
guess would
movie
be
buff.
these games are let's players commit crime.
No, or something crime
We're
related,
on that
right?
side.
Who done it, or
Oh, okay.
trying to catch
Mystery.
the, yeah,
Mystery. All right.
trying to catch the killer.
Solve a mystery
All right. So any
Crime
games that
movie
you
genre.
guys,
like Scooby Doo. Yeah.
yeah, that would work. Why not?
Okay.
Right,
All right.
right,
So it says
Raggy.
here. It says here on Wikipedia.
Hmm?
Crime films,
This is
in
so
the
legit.
broadest sense, is a film genre inspired by and analogous to the crime fiction literary genre, which
Yeah.
doesn't
So who
help.
done it?
Oh yeah.
Films of this genre generally involve various aspects of crime and detection, and its detection. Ah.
Mm.
So there you
All right.
go.
So who will start?
Okay, it
Uh,
statistically may overlap and combine with other genres such as drama or gangster film, but also may include comedy and subgenres such as mystery,
So
suspense,
crime
and noir.
so
comedy.
crime horror. We're going for crime
Yeah,
horror.
something like
It could
that. Or
Yeah. All right.
anything
killing.
in crime. So
Anything else that
I can
kills.
already
Anything that
start
has something dead in it.
para mauna na ako
Sure.
dun sa ano. It's gonna be
No one will get it. Sure. What's yours?
Chronicles of Crime. It already has the,
Right on the nose, huh?
It's even in the
Oh, I
title.
wonder
it's
why we
even in
haven't
the
thought about
title.
that. Ah, yet.
Right
Um,
on the nose.
so, but
Boop.
with Chronicles of Crime, it is specifically there is a murder or some crime that has happened, and you are there trying to solve this with your peers. I am about to try. I haven't tried it. The Chronicles of Crime 1400,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm very much interested to also try the 1900 and the 2400 or something like that.
Wow. Oh, I haven't
So
tried
Wow.
there,
anything else yet besides the basic one.
yeah. So the base game is already pretty interesting. It's that you have the game is pretty much all QR codes, and you are given a situation, and you can go to destinations by simply scanning it with your device. And when you're there, it will tell you who you will encounter. You can then scan the card again, and it will tell you you're talking to a person or you found a thing. But what's interesting with the game is that it will have sometimes some random events where you can explore the place, and at that moment, you can now turn the app into a 3D viewing device, and you can
Oh,
Do you
even
have the
have these.
nice.
glasses? Oh yeah, you have the
AR.
glasses, right?
I have the glasses,
Your
and
VR
You
glasses.
so,
do?
so
Oh
you are
wow.
now looking at this, and they're telling everyone, okay, I see a dark alley, some doors, and
Cool.
then when you look down, suddenly the victim
The
is
dead
there.
person's on
So
your foot.
the person is on your foot, like, and you're gonna be
Jump scares pala dito,
uh,
That's
no?
nice.
jump
Yes.
scare.
Yeah,
It
because
is
when you look through that 3D glasses, it looks really nice inside. And then you go around, you basically do a 360 in your room. And when you
looking for
turn to the
clues.
right, ooh, dead person. It just like pops right in front of you.
Yeah,
Dead
and
guy.
the thing that you
Spoiler.
have
De
to
joke
do
lang.
at that short amount of time is to tell everyone what you're seeing, because
And
everyone's
they're
frantically now
scrambling.
looking at
Yes.
um,
Cards.
cards to look for the items that you might see, which you can then
Hmm.
scan after the round and see if
Right.
you can actually find a clue that's important to the scenario. And as
Right.
you do that, you eventually solve the game or not. But it's very, very interesting, and of course, it's very apt, very good for like a Halloween
In order for you to
experience.
solve it, you have to answer the questions. There's a
Yes.
quiz at the end. Who did
Yep.
this? Who did that? Why did it?
Mm.
Huh?
Like a
Who is
very
this
good
guy?
That's a
detective, you should take
typical
notes.
detective game.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, the quiz will ask you one person, and if you did not do it right, you'll be like, "We missed someone.
Who's that?
Who is that
Oh,
guy?"
okay, I get it.
Yeah. Oh, and
Like
that's
So
very
like me.
interesting with that game
Who?
is because time actually really moves as you go around the
yes,
game,
Yeah.
and it would say, oh, you might find this person here, normally at this time, and if you're not there at that time, you
he's not
go
there.
there later, he's not there, and
He's
maybe
gone.
a twist in the scenario would already happen in
Right.
some, so their endings would be different based on really how you play it. So very interesting, but still very tactile. So Chronicles of Crime.
Good choice.
Right.
Chronicles
So
of Crime.
do we play left?
Who's next? Oh,
Go.
me. All right. Mine is somehow right on the nose too. It's gonna be Deception Murder in Hong Kong. So,
Ooh.
In
or
Honang
CS Files.
Ponang.
A lying
If you had the
game,
first,
huh?
this plays up to 12, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a party game, but I really like this game because I got distracted because it's it's fun to think about you actually being a detective or a police officer trying to catch the crook who is also one of you guys, because it's an inside job, who
Yeah.
also has an
Insider pala to.
accomplice. Yeah, he also has an accomplice, and there's a witness. So basically, everyone will be given four blue cards, four red cards. For those are clues, and
Do they have
forensic
shapes?
scientists. No, not what do you mean shapes? No, they are cards
Circle,
with
red,
no, not
triangle,
really.
square.
Yeah, they have cards
You
that
said blue and red.
are either the murder weapon or an accessory that will lead
Mm.
you to that will associate that person to the crime. And the thing is, one of you will be a forensic scientist who knows everything. But the funny thing is, that one cannot communicate through you except through certain clues that he's gonna be giving out.
He's gonna
So
point out
It's,
he's
by
gonna
that's not his
leaving a
job. Like,
trail of
hindi ko trabaho
bullets.
yan. Ganun.
the idea is in our world at least, he's the forensic, he's in the basement of the police station. There's no signal, there's no phone signal, so he cannot communicate with you guys. So he's just placing down clues, and you're trying to figure out, let's say there's this one sheet, one card that will tell you time of crime. So it's
Mm.
either morning, evening, or late afternoon, or lunch, something like that. So
Some would be
with
like
the
injury,
clues,
type of injury,
type of
blunt
injury, is
force
it
trauma,
gunshot wound?
piercing, gunshot wound. Yep.
So you're gonna pick one, and then everybody else is gonna see what you're picking. So they now begin to associate um, the items with the clues that you're giving them. So let's say manner of death is blood splatter, or bleeding out, or something like that. So everybody who has a knife or a sharp object or a blunt object will now be
Are
suddenly a suspect.
suspects.
So,
Yes.
because of that
They're
one. So
sus.
I like
It's
Nah,
it
you.
because unlike other whodunits or other deduction games, this one you're not forced to start a conversation, or you're not forced to instigate that it's you, or I saw you do
Mm.
this, I saw you do. It's actually the game forcing you to interact with others based on the clues that were given. So
Yeah, and you can even play it in the sense that, hey, it looks like it's me, because if that's the clues that are given, I have here these. And you
yes.
can even present it like that, and it's not necessarily, people are not going to say, oh, it's probably you right away, because the other clues have to come in, and then eventually
Mhm.
you might get ruled out because of this, and that's where you sort of
Yes.
find your way to squeeze out of the situation. But what's really nice with it, it's, you're right, it's not like Avalon, very accusatory right away. You
Yeah.
have to engage and sort of pass the blame to somebody else. This one, you can
it's
hide
you.
behind, your board. I don't
So
know,
it's gonna be
except if
played in
there's a mathematical genius in play.
so you're gonna be playing this for 3 rounds, and the good guys win if they catch the killer, and the killer wins obviously if no one gets him,
If time runs out.
or if they found out who the killer was, the killer and the accomplice can find out who the witness is, can
Mhm.
find out who Merlin is, then they
Mm.
also win. So
Yeah.
if you can
Cool.
play this for up to 12 people, and I
Oh,
suggest the
that's a
sweet
lot.
spot somewhere around
Yes.
6 or
Yeah,
7.
And
Seven
it
it's a
people
family
and
will
it
be
game.
good,
doesn't play long, huh? That's what's amazing about it. It doesn't play long, even if at full
yes,
player count.
because somehow you quickly eliminate people, like the example, right? A lot of blood was found on the crime scene, so remove everything else that's not blood related, so
Their
then you
evidence in
can
front of
single out
them are
everything else.
sandwich. And it was funny when we wanted to have it as
Natawa ako sa comment
a
ni
bigger
Ronnie.
challenge, and we started adding more cards, right, to just
Yeah,
add confusion.
it became
It's
Should we
like a
6.
post
So
that, Ronnie's comment?
yes, Ronnie, you cannot play it
bummer.
with 2 players.
It can't be played with two players, but for obvious reason. Yeah, well, yes.
But you're still wrong at the end.
I like
That's
I
the
like
Quickest,
funny part.
quickest
how
game of deception.
I
No,
like how she associated murderer immediately with Morgan, and it was not her. I like how it was immediately Morgan.
See?
It's
That's
never
the
gonna
it'll
be me.
always be the
It'll
informant.
always be you. So there you go. That was my pick. Have you guys played it besides Ron, Keo, Clint?
Not
I
yet.
like I think I played it in Bacon, but forgot the rules. Hindi siya
Ah, dude.
memorable for me.
You need to play it with us one of these
All
days.
right, we
Yes.
will.
So
We
maybe we can
will.
do it.
So
Cool.
let me just pick up
All
some
right.
of the comments a while ago. Some of
Sure,
what
sure.
Ronnie mentioned. Replayed Chronicles of Crime until di namin ma-perfect yung questions at the end. Wow.
Wow,
Talagang
It's okay.
kailangan,
perfectionist.
IQ test at
kailangan,
the end.
we need to find who did it.
We need to pass the quiz 100%.
Right. And it is true, you can do that. You can sort of like find the perfect path.
Yeah,
And you could replay it like that.
there's a
Yeah,
passing score, right? Like 6 out of 10, something like that.
I think so. I think so.
All right,
Yeah,
50%
cool,
ng
cool.
passing pwede.
Uh,
All right.
Nick
Yeah.
says Godfather is a crime-related game. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Dinosaur World.
Godfather,
but
Narcos
it's
will
not
also work.
investigation.
Nick better
It's
give
different
me a reason
crime.
why Dinosaur World is a crime.
And then Dinosaur World.
I'm not entirely sure. But weren't they able to revive the dinosaur genes already? There
Dude,
was
it's
some
now
news about that.
Dinosaur Dominion.
Sheep.
Am I not mistaken? Wait, are we
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
real
Like
life or the movie?
real
Okay.
life. They
Sheep.
were able to
They
revive
created a
some.
sheep.
Were they?
Yes,
Not yet.
using
Dinosaur
ano,
sheep? Oh man, that's scary.
Ah.
oh yeah, dino
That
sheep. Yeah, there
that
you go.
gives a new term like
Dino.
dinosaur in sheep's
A
clothing.
hairy,
Yes.
scary, woolly Rex. I don't know what do you call that.
For
Woolly
some
Rex.
reason, I am reminded of Goku cooking the dinosaur's tail because I
That
went to
big
lamb
piece of meat.
chops and then to the dinosaur and then the dinosaur being cooked. Sorry.
That's a
Cook.
that's
All right,
a
clean.
Let's also greet those
Goku.
who
Oh, it's
like
Chaos turn.
Ken Delarama, and Kai Cruz. Hello, thanks for joining us.
Hey,
I
Hello.
There you go. Who's next?
me, I'll go.
Kyo.
I'll
KO.
go. All right.
Kyo.
Normally, I would say Saint Noir. It's a modern day what do you call this Cluedo, where
Yeah.
you're up against AI. So I will not expand on that because my real choice for crime is something very specific. Sheriff of no, just kidding. Although that is a crime, but this is not it. I would like to
let's
say
go.
Forgotten Waters Dead or Alive scenario.
Okay,
Oh,
so this is
Okay.
specific.
interesting.
Why specific? Because I'm sure Clint and Denmark has already played the first scenario. That's very linear. In the other scenarios, it's like open world. Now the Dead
Okay.
and Alive scenario, with no spoilers, is that you're trying to figure out who your captain is. There are so
What?
many clues. There are so because you join the captain, you know that she's your captain, but there are so many clues through the game that that gives you hints that she is not who she says she is.
Okay.
So you're given options on where to go in the map. Unlike the first scenario, again, it's linear. This is more option based and open world, quote unquote. So you have to find clues, find out what happened, why is she accused for this and that, and then as the what do you call this? As the title says, dead or alive, which means someone's after her, or why is she
Dead
wanted,
or alive.
dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm.
again, for those people who don't know, Forgotten Waters is a app-driven RPG played by 3 to 7 players,
Oh,
whereas the narration is with voice, mind you, is
Yeah.
handled by
Good
the
voice
application.
actors.
Good voice acting, and it's a semi co-op, which is fun because you'll never know who could be selfish, who could be not, and either
Mm-hmm.
way, you're all aiming for a certain similar goal. Whereas you actually have a player sheet, you increase your statistics, your RPG in the truest sense, but it's a pirate theme, and each
Arg.
scenario presents different kinds of themes. So if the first one is an introduction, linear story, this particular one is a crime story.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Cool.
some which are other themes. I won't mention the others. There's a comedy theme. there's a
I
there's
think that's
a
the one we played.
yeah, no. Well, actually the whole thing can be comedy. So that's the whole thing. It all depends on your
Indeed.
choices. The writers are really good. So that's mine. What Forgotten Waters, Dead or
Cool.
Alive scenario.
The
Cool.
captain
Cool
in
choice.
Forgotten Waters is the non-playable character, right? The one
Yes.
narrating. Okay.
Yes,
So
we
you
are
have to
always
find
the
out
crew.
who
Yeah.
or where the captain
Oh,
is.
no, it's more like who she is. She says she's the captain of this ship, but there is no one on board. And why are there clues pointing
Oh, I
somewhere else?
see. I
Oh,
Like,
see.
who
Let's
cool.
is
play that
she?
It's a
sometime.
mystery. Cool. 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 That's nice.
Mystery.
It's awesome. Cool. So if you
Mhm.
cool.
guys haven't
Cool.
checked out Dead of, ah wait,
For
Forgotten Waters, Dead of
Forgotten
Winter,
Waters. Dead of
Or
Forgotten
Water.
Sheriff of
Waters.
Just kidding.
Or- you might want to check that out.
If you
Abby is
manage to insert that in crime.
Abby is saying letters from Whitechapel or Mr. Jack. True.
Mhm.
Both Jack the Ripper themes. Whitechapel. I haven't played it, but I've seen it, and it's like I don't
Jack
have
the
patience
Ripper.
for this one. Mr. Jack, I have owned before. It's a two-player game, and it's really fun. You're trying to single out one token to pinpoint that this is Jack the Ripper
Mm.
hiding as someone else. So
So
good
Yep.
is
choices.
Fury of Dracula a crime, because a crime game because you're looking for him? Like no.
So again,
It's
the
catch me
way
if you
it
can.
works out
I think it's
is
survival.
Survival,
mystery and
hidden
suspense.
movement.
Suspense.
But
I
in
think it's
essence,
survival.
you're hunting
That's
Dracula.
slasher. That's what we did, right?
Slasher,
Slasher.
yes,
Cool.
because he's out to get you, or you
Yeah.
get him.
Or you
Right.
get him. Yeah, right.
Mhm.
So slashing.
All
Cool.
right.
Cat and mouse,
Cool
huh?
pick, you.
So
All right. How about
so
Clint?
you're done, KU. All right. So
Yep,
my
done.
pick for crime is Paranormal Detective. So this is a mix
Oh,
of
interested with this one.
investigation and crime, and also the horror or paranormal theme. And this is a party game actually. So one player gets to be the ghost, and he will be
Mm-hmm.
given out a card that explains how he died, or how she or he died, where the wounds are, or exactly what happened to him, and also the correct answers to who killed, why, what was the motive, how, where, for the location. And yeah, I guess that's all the players need to know, and the only person who knows that is the ghost who just died. So the
Okay.
ghost needs to help the players. This is a competitive game amongst players, but
Mm-hmm.
the ghost player
Mhm.
is cooperating with them. The ghost
All of
player
them.
cannot speak, never.
Mm-hmm.
He can only communicate through tarot cards, a drawing, what else?
Oh, is
Like
this the one where someone's touching the back, your back, and then
yes,
trying to
yes.
draw something? Okay, okay.
He can also do that. He can touch the back. He
Oh,
can
that's
draw something in the back.
creepy.
He can make a sound, but not a full word. He can point at something. Let's say the object moved in the house because he's just a ghost, right? So the players has these cards of the cards contain the method the ghost will answer. So on
Mm-hmm.
the player's
Cool.
turn, they will ask him, what, where did you die, or where did you last go before you died, and the card will dictate how he will answer. So like draw something on the board. So
Okay, cool.
and on the player's turn, he they will guess, paunahan, the first one to guess correctly is the winner. That's
Cool.
that's it.
That's
Paranormal
awesome.
Detective.
Awesome.
Very
Nice.
It's
simple and
interesting that
for family.
they
Is there a Ouija
incorporated
board
all the things
involved?
that ghosts do.
Yeah. Yes, I really love the tarot part, the tarot cards, because the ghost will have to find a way to send the message through the cards. He's limited to 3 cards, and the players will just like figure out what is this, what does this
It's like
mean, why did he
Mysterium.
guess that?
That's the
Yeah.
Mysterium part.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mysterium.
Yeah.
The
Mm.
Cool. That's
Joker, the
awesome.
Death card,
I
and
need to try
the
that game.
the upside down
In our
hangman.
previous game, like the ghost, my brother, eldest, he played sun, moon, and stars. So everyone thought, oh, it's the observatory, like it's a
Okay.
part of the house, like.
Yeah,
But then
but
the answer is very far from that. It's a museum. and
Oh,
Okay.
he said I was trying to
oh,
pick something like that shows an image, yung simple image. So it's really different
It's
from.
up to interpretation. Still,
Yes.
same thing that they do. Right. Well,
Mm,
how would you communicate as a ghost? That's a good thing. Cool.
mm. Yep.
So I want to
okay.
try this. Paranormal detectives. Cool
Yeah.
pick.
That's
how
my
you
pick.
Okay.
possess someone's body. Like, hey, I haven't drank in what, 10 years? Let me drink something.
Cool. Okay.
All right.
All right. So that was our crime picks. Those were our
Yep.
crime picks, right? Okay.
Yes,
That was the
crime.
crime segment. All right.
Okay.
Next.
Next.
What?
I
Mr.
was actually
Ooh.
Wheel.
gonna. I'm reserving that for the paranormal because there's paranormal in the title.
Yeah, paranormal too.
Oh,
Ooh.
sci-fi.
Oh,
Oh, science fiction. All right.
science
Yay.
fiction.
And then Ron explains what science fiction is.
Hold on.
So we're
See, the
doing
problem is
sci-fi.
sci-fi.
I only have one
Hmm.
Anything that
sci-fi
has
in
to do with
mind.
space.
I only
Okay.
have one sci-fi in mind, but
So,
it
science
was
fiction or
already.
sci-fi is a film genre that uses speculative, fictional science-based depictions of phenomena that are not fully accepted by mainstream science, such as extraterrestrial. life forms,
Okay.
spacecraft, robots, cyborgs, interstellar travel, and other technologies.
Okay.
Science fiction films have often been used to focus on political or social issues and to explore philosophical issues like human condition.
Like, where did we come
Wow.
from? Why are we
Yeah,
here? So we're starting.
I can start.
Yeah, sure. Go.
So, of course, my favorite science fiction game. I can't really go far, but just
Mm.
on the imagine the world where you guys are humans and like just like uh, Elon Musk, he was able to already give us some space travel, push that 100 years forward. We're able to already colonize Mars and Jupiter,
Is this with the
etc., etc.
belt?
And, and then suddenly we find aliens. Well, at least a hint of an alien, and now the political wars come in, etc., etc. So the game that I'm talking about is Expanse.
Of course, The
Uh,
Expanse.
Ah,
so
yes.
my favorite sci-fi game.
The
What's
expanse.
great about the game is it is using the Twilight Struggle style um, coin
Counter
mechanic.
in counter insurgent.
Yes. So where you have your card and you can either use it as action points or the event on the card, and when you play it, it will also trigger um, the the icon will trigger with your opponent that's next in
Hmm.
line to also get the benefit. So very good framework, but also just the the alien there without being a spoiler is somewhat like of a pandemic like phenomenon, but it is pretty scary in how it evolves and mutates and sort of takes over the whole story. And just like in the game, especially with the new expansion, they focused more on they call it the molecule. It is also pretty interesting now with the mutations and how the proto molecule is changing the landscape of the game. So my recommended movie series that you guys need to watch as well as play the game Expanse.
I like the expanse in how whichever you pick with the card, it's really gonna bite you in the ass. There's no other way. There's really no
Bite you
other
in the ass.
way.
Okay.
It will really bite you so bad. So you're just picking between lesser evils.
Yep.
Actually, that's the whole game. And you're trying to manage how that evil, you're trying to fix that evil, and the next round there's a new evil coming out. You're trying to fix that one.
Mm,
Like,
While at the
oh.
same time you're trying to advance your own goals. So I like that balance where it keeps you on your toes and it makes you
Hmm.
think like 3 steps ahead. I'm gonna fix this turn, next turn for that one, and then do this on
And
my
you're
turn.
reading the political landscape, like where is Earth putting their forces. Are they about to score for this round? Do I want to disrupt them or just lessen their movement? And do I want to partner with Mars? Can I sort of
Right.
squeeze in the belt and add
Mm.
my units while I eventually will score with the outer planets? Really good in terms of politics and also just the the chaos.
Cool. Cool. All right. Have you guys played it? No.
nope.
Not yet.
Oh man, you're
Zero.
I'm
missing
a,
None.
out.
I'm a fan of the
None.
first season, but
I haven't even seen that
The
series.
game. The game, guys. No. Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah,
no.
No.
Hi, Luvin.
the seasons, especially for the first 2 3 episodes, is very difficult to watch because it's setting the whole universe.
Yeah, it's all dialogue.
However, once you get past that and you're able to discover the rest of it, however, I don't want to be sounding like a book geek, but the books are
But you will.
expansive, and I didn't wanna
World
use
building.
that as a
New
pun.
world.
It's such a big world, mainly because the original writers, so James S. A. Corey, they're a duo. They're actually a pair. One guy is a game designer. He's building. His job was to build worlds. So all of these big space odyssey type video games back in the early 2000s, he was a designer for that, and he was asked to make a game. The problem is the game didn't push through, so he had all of these material that he didn't have anything to use with, and his friend happened to be a writer. He goes, "Hey, you know what? You already built all of that. Let me just write for it." And they
Mhm.
collaborated, and that's why Expanse is so well written and so detailed of how the whole world interacts. Is because all of the research done to create a physical sort of digital world for it, they already done it. So
It's there
that's what.
already. Cool. Hey guys, if you have a chance to play it, it's
Excellent.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. You have to play it.
Takes about
All
around
right.
All right,
what 2 hours,
then,
three
Mike.
hours?
What's your pick?
No, hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh, that's good. That's
You're
good. That's
good.
good.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
search
if it's
about
one
that.
on one, 30 minutes, easy.
It's cool. All right.
Yeah.
My pick for sci-fi will be Shipwreck Arcana. The premise of Shipwreck Arcana is that you guys are on a ship and you crash landed on
Parang
an
Sheriff of
island. I'm
Nottingham
sorry,
again,
island,
Mike.
a
Shipwreck
planet. you,
planet.
you crash landed on a planet, but the thing is, it's a weird planet with fates, different fates who govern the planet or are ruling the planet, and they actually got your life in their hands, your fate in their hands. So it's a co-op game where you're trying to make your friends, your teammates guess the right fate persona who's captured you.
Hmm.
So it's a social deduction game, and it's co-op. How does it go? Each of you has a chit that's like 1 to 7 cubes, squares. Okay, 1 to 7. It's not cubes, chits, right? Scrabble tiles,
Okay.
numbered 1 to 7.
Kyle, yeah.
And
This is
in
the
the
game we
middle,
destroyed, Ron, right?
we played wrong. This is the game we played
Oh, we
wrong.
played wrong.
I
Played
think
wrong.
so, more or less. So basically, there will be different fates on the table, around four each round, and each fate has a condition. So one of the you're holding one chit with a number. So let's say you're holding 7, and it's hidden from everyone else, and you're trying to make everyone guess that you're holding 7. Using the fates in front of you, you're gonna place the other chit in front of that fate so that you're communicating to your friends. Basically, what you're saying is this: uh, some fates will say it's an odd number, place your chit here. If it's an even number, place your chit here. If it's divisible by 3, place your chit here. Something like that. So you're trying to place it.
We're guessing numbers, correct? We're gonna guess
Yes,
what we have
you're
in
just
front of us.
trying to make the others guess what you're holding by using the conditions that are outside uh in the open market where you can see everything else. Like the 5 conditions, you're just gonna
Yeah,
pick the best
you're
condition.
trying to that the best describes your number given all of the
Yes.
other inputs there. So it's
And
Hmm.
basically quadratic equations in board game form.
so
So it's
what
math.
we found out, it's more of logic, and what we found out with the game is that it's not on what you're saying, but it's more on what you're not saying, or
Right.
it's not where you place the chit, but it's more
It's
on
where
where
you
you did not
did place.
place it,
Yeah.
where the answer is. So, so you're trying
Interesting.
to race against time, because if you get it right, first to 7 points, either the game scores 7 points from your mistakes, or you guys answer it correctly and you score points. First to 7 points wins. And that's my sci-fi pick, Shipwreck
So the game
Arcana.
has points that you have to beat
You're going
before
against the
you
game, the
I
Yeah.
didn't
fates.
I
have
didn't know we
faith.
played it wrong the last time.
I think
Yeah, we learned.
the
In my mind, it's
game,
a victory until now.
the fading part was the one, because
Yeah, but
eventually the fates in the middle will be replaced, and there's a way for them to replace, and I think we played it in a different way, so that's why it was a little bit easier
Mm.
for us. But the sad part is this game is out of print, but if you could find it, it's a good game, especially if your family likes
it's super
logic.
small.
I saw it's it has a print and play file
That's
available.
good.
I'm not sure if
Hey,
it's
that's awesome.
free or like cheap $2,
Hmm,
something
It's
cool.
like
good.
that.
You might
Puede.
wanna check that
Good.
out.
Yeah.
So there, that's
Right.
my
For
sci-fi
mine,
pick.
yeah.
Shipwreck
All
Arcana.
right. Shipwreck Arcana. All right, my turn. In a galaxy far, far away, this is not the game.
Sheriff.
So,
Sheriff of Nottingham. No,
no, that's not
Brave
exactly a
Star,
galaxy far,
because he's a
far
sheriff,
away.
right?
Brave Star.
30-30. No.
Yeah, yeah. He is a sheriff. Strength of the bear.
Saber
Eye,
Raiders. No. Okay,
eye
go.
of the raccoon. Strength of the raccoon. Diba? Eye of the rat
What's your
and
pick?
the cunning of a snake. um, okay, for my choice for the science fiction, I had three, but
Oh,
I
three.
centered,
Pengi isa.
yeah, sure, no problem. uh, I centered more on what was more exciting for me.
Mhm.
So I chose Xenoshift.
Okay.
Now,
Mm,
Xenoshift is a co-op
it is
tower
scary.
defense deck building game. All right. Whereas each of you are stationed, the premise is that you are all stationed in a certain planet with a science or a facility. Now each
Mhm.
in the facility, you're in different sectors. In different the different areas of the game, you are trying to survive and not trying to eliminate. You're trying to survive a horde of creepy, gory, and very well drawn bugs or whatever creatures you would like to see. I mean, they look like mammals to me sometimes, and they look like something that came out of Doom. But overall, you're trying to hold back the hordes of creepy
Starship
crawlers,
Troopers.
starship troopers. Technically, it is, and you're helping each other by throwing in different kinds of weapons, high tech mechs. You got
It's
ammos, different
awesome.
kinds of items, and you're building your unique deck as you
Exosuits.
play.
Yeah.
Exosuits, and the nice thing about it is that wherever you are, whichever facility you are in the base, will determine what kind of items you will be requiring or you'll
That's
be
nice.
acquiring for your deck.
That's specific,
That's
right?
that's the equivalent of the DC deck building, whereas the hero dictates what kind of cards you get. In this case, it's a facility. Now, here's a twist. Not all the correct items will be drawn or will be displayed for your purchase in the game.
Mhm.
Therefore, you have to make do with whatever you see and whatever is spread out to survive. And here's the funny part: the big bosses in the game are randomly placed in each levels. The easy,
So replayability is
It's
um,
great.
high.
Yep.
yeah, the replayability is so high. You can die in within 30 minutes of the game because the first card or the second
Yes.
card comes out. You're like, oh, there's a boss. What do we do? Die and repeat. So that's the whole point. It's a deck building, which means eventually you will all have your own unique deck. And again, the whole point of the game is not to eliminate, but to survive the waves from easy,
Cool.
medium, and hard
Mhm.
swarm. So that's it.
And I like the
Dino shift.
about the game where it really feels that co-op sense when
Yeah.
you get a bad draw, and your peers could go, okay, I'm gonna send my guy in front of your guys,
Mhm.
and so you can actually play your cards to your opponent, to your peer,
Yeah.
which, so if they don't have resources to buy cards, they could be like, okay, do you need, what do you need? Okay, I just need cannon fodder, so I'm gonna stick my guys there in front of you. Could you buy me
Cannon.
a suit? And okay, I will spend on the suit. Here you go. So you guys sort of share these, and whatever you drop on your peers lane, it actually goes to their deck. Those doesn't go to back to you anymore. You really give them that card.
You
uh,
help improve their deck. Yeah, that's
you help
unique.
improve their deck.
Yeah,
So
that's a
very
unique
unique.
aspect of this game.
And then there's another favorite aspect of Xenoshift. The very best mechanic about Xenoshift is that
Keep
it is the only
keeping
game
it.
that packs itself as you play it. I've not seen any other game where as you play it already arranges itself back to the box.
How?
And it's
How?
the
Yes.
whole, so the way the game designed itself to sort of progress is that you would start with your basic resources. And when you unlock a level, you can now exchange these resources for a better resource. So like three Xeno Xanthan cards can be converted to three three value xenocyanthemum card, so that when you draw that card, it's already three in value. You can buy more of those and so forth. So what happened with the three that you threw? You put it back in the box. Guess
In
what
the back of
happens
the
to the
box.
next
Back in the
level?
box. Okay.
The next level is you can now put two of those xenocyanthemum three cards for a six. So you put them back in the box, you now have a six. And even the units that you buy also do the same thing. You can discard your early units as a discount for higher level units. So where do you put them? Put them back in the box. So
Put it
by
in the
the
box.
time you're done with the game,
Puro
it's
put back.
most of it is already back in the box, and you just have your perfect deck already. It's the
Exactly.
only game I've seen that does that. So yes,
They thought about that
That's
Xenoship.
too.
cool.
Actually.
Cool.
Xenoship.
Yes.
I
I've seen games, I've played games that ask you to put something back in the box, but that's just like one or two cards,
mhm.
special
Mm-hmm.
occasions, special. But this one, like, it's part of the game, really.
It is part of the game. It is part of the game, and even down to the pack up, where now you have to sort of sort your the stuff that you bought, weapons and whatnot. It has helper cards, so sort of you lay them all of the ones that you've used. There's sort of this X card where you could put them. So now everybody's like looking at, okay, put it there, put it there, put it there, and so everybody's just putting the cards back, and then you take that stack. Oh, here's all the weapons.
It's
Here's all the
already a
this.
guided,
It's done.
guided
Right.
clean up na.
Yes,
Correct.
it is the
Yes, a
only
guided
game I've
cleanup.
seen that packs
That's
itself up.
cool.
That
That's
is
cool.
that is the most
Cool.
amazing thing about
May
Xeno.
I just show this comment from
Yeah.
there,
I
Ivan?
was gonna I was gonna say that.
Oh yeah,
Yes. Some people might think that it's not exactly sci-fi because each story is different. But here's the thing. It's not really exactly a spoiler, but there's an underlying story that uses the
yeah.
time story, futuristic and high-tech theme into it,
Mm-hmm.
which to me is the
Well,
sci-fi as a
Yes,
whole.
yes,
well, regardless
yep,
of the scenario, regardless of the time period of the scenario, it is really a sci-fi game because you are using something, a machine or something, to go to that
yep.
Era,
your
yeah, the timing,
conscience,
yeah.
your consciousness, right, to transfer it
Right.
in a different
Avatar.
way.
Very Assassin's
Avatar,
Creed.
yes.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed, yes.
Wow.
Right,
We're
yeah.
crossing over into a lot of things. But good pick, Kyo.
All right.
Great great pick on Shift.
Kio, you told us you have three. I
Yeah.
wanna know, just mention the titles of the other two. Because
There's
I'm
XCOM.
expecting XCOM. Yes, there
Oh,
we go. I'm expecting
there you go.
XCOM.
XCOM, yes, because application driven, similar theme as my Forgotten
Mm-hmm.
Waters, and Death Angel,
Oh yeah.
which
What is that?
Add,
Ron
Space
has.
Hawk that Angel?
Oh, Ron,
add just
explain.
yes, yes.
Oh yeah,
Space
yeah. I
Hulk
have
Death
that.
Angel, the game
Space Hulk.
that tells you at the beginning of the game that only 80%, yeah,
Oh, well, he
80% of
has
your
it.
units, 80% of your units will will not survive,
Well,
and your
that's
chance of winning in this game is only 44%. It's like it's telling you already. This is how much, if you play this game, play it 10 times, you're just gonna win 4 times. But
First
such an
time I
evil
tried it,
game.
I won, but then realized I made the mistake. So
oh, I did too
That's
as
always the
well.
case, right? It's always the case. Why did I win?
Oh, I
yeah, the first thing you do when you win a solo game or win a game, you doubt yourself first.
Ha!
you're like
Why?
the
So
the
and
Xenos didn't move. Wait,
what's your
for
pick,
me,
Clint?
the most
Okay, go on, go on.
horrific die in the whole board game universe
Instant
is the
death.
die in Space Hulk Death Angel. That is the most evil die in the world, in world of board gaming. And I finally realized why it's the case. The skulls are all clumped in one section.
so
They're
make it a
not
50
Okay.
50
they're not
Yeah,
sort of
I'm
like
finding
in
it
Equally
now.
equal
divided.
spaces.
Mhm.
They're 50% of the time, but they're still clumped in one location. So physicality wise, for me, it feels like it's not really fair. So yeah,
there you go.
most
That's
There,
evil
what.
die in the world.
so evil, so very
Yes, they're
evil.
all clumped up in one lane, and so it's
Oo
normally
nga,
the
no?
game.
It
Yes,
is.
see, such an
One hit
evil.
kills. Oh wow.
Yeah.
What's yours, Clint? What's
All
your
right, all right.
sci-fi pick?
All right, so my sci-fi pick will be originally my pick would be Nemesis, but it was already mentioned last week. So I'm going to tell you my second because that's my top. top pick
Okay.
for sci-fi. My second would be Maximum Apocalypse. In Maximum Apocalypse, it's basically like build your own game, build your own apocalypse. So in the base
Wow.
game, it has four.
Interesting. Okay.
Four. So three out of four is sci-fi because the other one is zombie. The other one is robot apocalypse. The other one is alien, and the other one nuclear. I'm considering that sci-fi, nuclear apocalypse, or yeah,
Right.
Fallout.
nuclear
Yeah.
Post
fallout. There we go.
post apocalyptic.
So
Yes.
and you can also buy more. Like there's a kaiju apocalypse. Different. They have the second campaign, a Kickstarter campaign, focuses more on horror, but not sci-fi. So I'm talking about the base game. Eventually, I had to sell this out of my collection because it does not have a miniature. But then
Wow.
the second Kickstarter, they released miniatures with the legendary box, but I didn't buy it anymore because it's
Hmm.
expensive. But how the game plays is basically it's a survival game, and it has a campaign, but technically it's a scenario, but it's you can play it on its own standalone scenario, but you can play it also in an order, so you can play the campaign. So if the game has four different apocalypse, that's four campaigns in the game. And the nature of it is like not really sandbox, no, but the game is random every time you play. So the map is laid out differently. The items, because it's a deck, you have a deck, and each item you draw, you add to your deck. And that's it. Maximum Apocalypse, if you want to build your own apocalypse, different teams in one game,
Then this
you
is
get
your
this
game.
one. Yes. And it's 1 to 6 player. You can solo this. You
Hmm.
can also play with your friends up to six. So six of you guys playing.
So are you
That's
backing
great.
the
No.
Kickstarter? Oh, okay.
No, when I sold the base game, I was like, that's it for me. Like I'm
You
done with it.
played all of
Mm,
it.
mm,
You played most of it. Okay, fair enough, fair
yeah.
enough. All right,
Excellent.
cool.
Cool.
Yep.
So that has been an hour.
Exactly an
And
hour. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
Hmm.
Cool. I thought we were gonna do one
um,
more, but okay, cool. Sure.
sure, yes. Um, so we would still be continuing our series of the Wheel of Spookiness. I'm not sure
We love
what are we calling
spookiness.
this.
Spookiness. No. No.
Spookiness.
No.
Spookiness.
I can't. I'm not gonna add to this.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. We can move on. But in terms of your plans for the Halloween, what are you guys like uh, thinking about playing, or at least are you sort of gearing up for a game night, or maybe bringing some? I'm not sure if people will be going to
Yes.
cemeteries this
I think it's not
All Souls
allowed.
Day.
So people would
They're
definitely
not
stay
allowed.
at home.
Yeah.
One
November 1 is the
city
only
already
holiday.
declared
2 is not.
it's illegal to
Okay.
go to
Okay.
cemetery. So
So
probably
it's not
people are
yet
going
allowed.
to stay home or
So
visit a friend's home
right.
And play.
Okay.
Play, play,
and
play,
play.
play, play.
Yes. Well,
Spiritually, they'll tap you on the
I'm just
shoulder.
gonna share our plan. Actually, I'm planning it. The family. We always play, So at the end of this month, maybe this Saturday or next Saturday, we're going to play some of the horror games that I have here
Dude,
in my
stream it. We
collection.
wanna watch.
Yeah.
I can't stream with them. We are continuously saying bad words, and it's not for consumption. Yeah, it's normal here in the house. So while doing that, I'm going to be cooking a bunch of Halloween themed food, like
Oh, you
a
really celebrate
sausage.
Halloween. That's awesome.
Cooking.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Cool.
Uh,
Cooking nga.
so that's
Spooky
the
pa.
plan. What?
Nothing. Nothing. Move on. Move on.
So that's the plan. And but personally, in my personal free time, I'm going
Shame
to
on you, Kyo.
be
What's wrong with cooking and spooky?
anyway. So yeah, in my free time, I'm going to be playing horror games, or horror team solo games in my channel. Um, I've been doing that like past week Doom Machine, this week last Defense, the next week maybe Nemesis, and the next Saturday would be Cthulhu Death May Die. So those are the
Yay!
lists
Wow.
I'm
of
gonna watch that
games
Woo!
one.
I'll
Nice.
So
be
guys,
playing.
if you guys want to
CDMD.
watch, see, and sort of
CDMD.
enjoy, especially for Cthulhu Death May Die, if you didn't afford that Kickstarter
It's right
and you
here,
wanna
but
enjoy
it's not
and
Kickstarter.
and enjoy it with us, you can watch Clint play and just make side comments. You should have
live,
done this.
live vicariously through Clint.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
He'll do a cooking show too as well. This is how you create this kind of cookie. Paglabas, oh.
Hey, by the way,
Uh,
you guys, so solo
Is it
board
Good
done?
listeners,
save.
you guys
Is it done?
are
Not yet.
running a campaign, right? The the picture you're gonna share.
Is it done yet? Not yet.
Oh wait, you
The
mean the
cookie.
Halloween
The
shelfie?
cookie.
Yes, the Halloween
The
shelfie.
cookie price.
Yeah,
Halloween
it's running until the
shelfie.
end of the
Hey,
month,
cool. I can still
October
add mine.
30. So you can still post Halloween Shelfie 2021. Put that hashtag in the Solo Board Gamers group. You can post it maybe in other groups.
VP.
Just put the
Yeah, sure.
hashtag. Put the hashtag, and you get a chance to win a box of cookies from Bakers and Co.
Cookie,
And
cookie.
I can
Cookies.
already confirm because I already ordered from them. I can confirm that the cookies are really good. The brownies are
Oh,
divine.
Ang
Are
sarap
wow,
ng cookie ni
like
Clint.
awesome.
you wanna microwave it a little bit just to sort of like melt it down, and then suddenly
Kailangan
it's like
malambot
fudge
yung cookie
heaven.
ni Clint.
Mm.
Wow.
Okay.
Sarap
Okay.
naman.
So
So divine.
before before we leave and before this really goes off the rails, let me remind you that we're a network and we have a few more shows coming up this week. Tomorrow, it's Friday tomorrow, right? Lost. I'm
Mhm.
time traveling.
Yes, yes,
It's Friday
Friday.
tomorrow. Tomorrow
Sci-fi.
at 9 p.m. It's gonna be Monkey Plays, Danilin with the unboxing of Lost Ruins of Arnak. You can catch it at Monkey
Oh,
Plays,
Arnak.
FB, Monkey Plays YouTube channel, and also in the Variable Play Network. And on Saturday, Clint, you might want to take this one. You have a show.
all right. On Saturday will be SBPH Live because it's the fourth Saturday of the month, and we will be doing. I'm gonna announce this now, okay? We will be doing a Hive Mind with KO. He's
Oh wait,
going to
what are you gonna play?
run. He's going to run Saint Nor with
Noah.
us.
Yeah.
Noah, Saint Noah with us, and the viewers can join as well. And
Hey, that's
let's
cool.
solve
Group
that
decision.
crime.
Group
Yes.
decision.
Yes. Solve the
So
That's at 9
murder.
we
p.m.
will be
right?
having him in the
9
show.
p.m.
That will be 9 p.m. Yes, or sometimes we start early because games can take long, and so we're going to schedule it 8:30 or
Yeah, so
9.
okay, it's gonna be at 8:30 to 9, and you can catch it at the SBPH Live FB page. Wait, SBPH FB page and the Variable Play FB page. Okay, so that's on
There you go.
Saturday at 8:30 or 9 p.m. Just
Yeah,
follow
it's
us or follow
somewhere around the
SBPH so you'll
window.
know. And on Sunday mornings, you have Ron. I saw you play Death Angel last Sunday, right?
Yes,
Did you
Hmm.
yes.
lose? Did you win?
Of course, I lost.
Of course
Okay,
you lost.
Of
so
course, I lost.
Of course,
so
man.
Sundays at 8 a.m. solo
We're gonna be
brawling with
Death
Ron.
Angel.
If you want to mix board games and fitness, then you're gonna be going to. We want to check out that channel and that series solo brawl at 8 a.m. and at 9 p.m. Hopefully, I think Javi will be ready by this time. Sunday night magic with Javi uh, on Sunday at 9 p.m. And I think I don't know what he's gonna be talking about. I'm sorry, I'm getting confused. I can't see
Sunday
what
Night
I'm reading.
Magic on Fridays. Ano?
I'm sorry, that was
I'm
my
Lou.
bad. But if you're into Magic the Gathering, especially Commander, then you might
Especially the
wanna
new set. And last week we just talked about the new Secret Lair drop.
oh yeah.
So that one's
It's
very
the Stranger
Halloween
Things,
themed.
right?
It is
That was that
exactly
one.
the
Okay.
Stranger
Stranger
Things.
Things. Sorry, Stranger Things, and it is really insane. Legendary
What
cards.
Magic is
Those,
doing, right? Oh my
yeah.
Wow,
gosh.
what
So really
sorcery is
cool.
this?
Um,
Stranger's thing. All right.
Okay, that's Abby at Sunday Night Magic at 9 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, so please check it out. So anything else, guys?
That
My God.
is
Uh,
everything, I guess.
yes.
All right.
So, and
Kayo,
I
when will
think
be your next Hairy Arm Come episode?
Oh, there was been updates with the game itself, and it's pretty good. I'm already creating already the initial part of the video, so I'll just be calling on you guys soon enough for the second opinion.
Cool.
Cool.
So
All right.
wait for
Cool,
that.
cool, cool.
It's a single player game, but I still need your opinions too, because that's why it's called second opinion. Okay, take us
That's
home,
it.
Ron.
Those are our skeds for the remainder of the week.
okay. Hopefully, I will be able to find some time to actually stream Crying Suns or Griftlands. Okay. So,
Take us home.
Take us home, Ron.
all right. Thank
Take
you,
us home.
everyone, for joining us today. We hope you guys enjoyed our exploration to the world of spookiness and cooking
And cooking and everything else in between.
and everything else in between.
Spooky.
Okay.
Uh,
Spooky and
please
clean
stay safe.
spookies.
Get
Uh,
vaccinated if you could.
get
Bye.
vaccinated if you could, and play more games.
Okay,
And
play more old
always
games.
keep safe,
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us. Until next time. See you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. See you.
Bye.